Light Fragments family, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you are here today. We're going to do something a little bit different. I've kind of been in introspective mode for a reason. I've been very introspective in the last week. Well, longer actually, but in the last couple days I've had some very intense emotions surface, and so I wanted to kind of like not do a video during that time. But what I did this morning, and oftentimes this is what happens, let me know in the comment section if you have this. We're coming upon a full moon. The other night I didn't sleep very well. I fell asleep in my comfy chair, which is big, downstairs, while my husband had the TV on and I was doing my own thing. And then when I woke up, I couldn't fall back to sleep. So I watched a little bit of TV. And then I went to bed and I just kind of laid there. And that's when I realized that I was releasing some stuff. So I feel like this is ebbing now. The ocean waves came in and now it's receding. No more high tide. It's getting more peaceful. I can take a walk on the beach, figuratively speaking. But what I did this morning was I sat with myself because I wanted to give one-line forecasts for everyone astrologically for the next coming month into October. And I didn't go anywhere to do any of this, right? There are 10 astrological signs, and I wrote them down in no way, shape, or form, except for I started with Libra, because Libra is now coming into October. And then I just kind of listed them, and then I closed my eyes and I got intuitive hits for each one. And that's what we're going to do today while I put on just a little bit of makeup. I'm not putting on a lot of makeup today. In fact, I don't even think I'm going to edit my video. I think I'm just going to, because the editing takes so long. And part of who I am is letting down the mask. Letting down that mask. When you let down the mask, because you're holding it up because of fear. When you let go of the fear and you take down the mask, it opens up a whole other person inside, which is your core, which is your heart space. And a lot of us put up blocks to that heart space because we've been hurt. We've had trauma. We've had a crappy childhood. We have, made a lot of mistakes. And it could be various things. So I'm going to leave in my mistakes today. I'm just going to leave them in. It makes for a better experience for me because there's very little editing. Unless it's something like, something falls down in front of me or whatever. I might edit that. So let's begin with the makeup. I wanted to let you know what I got in that I had ordered a few weeks ago. One product. Well, actually, I ordered two, but they were out of stock with the other one, so I didn't get it. I ordered an eyeshadow from this company too. I ordered the Anita of Denmark Day Dew 3-in-1 lips, eyes, and cheeks. And I thought that this would be a great product to use today because I want to be a minimalist. And the color is called Fantasia. Check out this gorgeous color. And when I saw it, it reminded me of the rouge that I had told you guys about that I used to use when I was 18. That you'd kind of tapped it on your cheeks over your foundation. So we're going to play with that. I'm going to put on some new foundation. Oh goodness, I keep taking my glasses off. I'm going to put on a sample that I got in the mail when I placed my Sigma brush order. Okay, so this is called Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer by NARS. And I am going to use the color Medium Sydney. So that's this color right here. Now, it kind of looks yellow in my camera, or maybe it won't. It looks yellow to me, might not to you. But this is the color that I'm going to be trying on. I do not have a tinted moisturizer. I feel like if I'm going to put on makeup, it's going to be foundation. Yes, I do need to get a little more flexible. But I thought, well, on a day like today, it might be a good idea since I want to go minimal, right? So let's do that. Let's put this on right now. And I am going to use a brush. Although it is a tinted moisturizer, I could probably get away with using my fingers. And here we are, trying to open these bloody things up. Why they make them so darn tight, I don't know. But I'm getting older, and this is really difficult. There we go. My mother used to say, don't use your teeth for stuff like that. Well, some of the stuff, even when I was a kid, was hard to open. So let's get the tinted moisturizer on. There's a really nice smell. It has a citrus smell to it. I love citrus smells. I even love citrus smells in perfume as long as they're not overpowering. But a hint of it. Like I said, I'm going to be a minimalist today. I'm not going to worry about covering up my spots, covering up this or that. I'm just going to put this on and then we'll start talking about the astrological signs and my intuitive hits for into next week, as well as the coming month of October. So we'll be focusing around the full moon. The full moon, this big moon, it's going to be intense. I'm just letting you know that in advance. It's going to be intense. Now, for those of you that are religious on my channel, I want you to look at this as scientific. You know, we have all these planets that are up in the universe. And let me ask you this. Do you think that those planets are less than our planet? I mean, picture this. Picture a big hand. If you don't even want to call it God, the rotation of atoms throwing planets into the universe, and decided, okay, this one is Earth. I mean, there are some people that don't even believe that we have a solar system. Go figure. We have something that we see in the sky. It's called a moon. But you know what? I'm not here to judge. People can have their own opinions on things. It's really not for me to judge. I just feel like when you look at astrological signs, right? Think about Galileo. Think about all of the philosophers, the people that have gone before us, right? And look up why Galileo was banned from the church. Look it up. Then come back and tell me what you think. Not your opinion, but what you read and what you think. That's my answer to that. Okay, so I'm going to put on a little bit of this. What did I say it was called? Good Lord in heaven. Fantasia. I'm not going to use this as an eyeshadow, but I am going to use it on my cheeks and on my lips. It's a really beautiful color. It's a cross between coral, rouge, red. This is what it looks like. Can you see? Let me do a little swatch right here. So that's a lot. I put a lot in. I put my finger in the pot and I did a lot of circling. So I just kind of want to tap this on my cheekbone. It has a beautiful luminosity to it. It's not flat. Look at that. I mean, this is something that will last you a long time. And I paid $14.99 for this on the Anita of Denmark site. I'm thinking of reaching out to them. What do you think? I had my elderly woman friend who passed away a few years ago. We were very close. And then, both our lives changed significantly. She passed away in her 90s, but she used to sell Lady Fennell cosmetics. And you should have seen her skin. She used to call the cosmetics food for the skin because the foundation that she put on her face was full of good products for your skin. Okay. I want to make sure that I blend this in well. A little down my nose. Now I'm going to put some on my lips. Talk about a one and done, huh? Wow. That's very pretty. Well, I don't think I'm going to stop there because I want to give some definition to my face. So I'm going to use a little bit of bronzer here. Just underneath. With the NARS Tinted Moisturizer. I have issues with tinted moisturizer, but I'm doing it for your benefit. If it's something that you like, then go for it. But tinted moisturizer makes my skin feel, I don't know, I don't like the way it feels. It feels sticky, it feels, I don't care for it. Personally, I don't care for it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush, my eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use a little bit of my bronzer as eyeshadow. Because I told you I want to be a minimalist here. I want to get on to the intuition. This weekend I will be doing a review on the Botanical Republic Serum. I can tell you right now it's going to be an amazing review. That'll be my final review. Wow, that's pretty. Let's see if I can bring a little down with this brush. I mean, yeah, the tinted moisturizer does even out the skin tone a little bit, but I prefer foundation. That's just me. I prefer foundation. All right, let's put a little bit of highlighter up under my eyebrows. Please stay tuned because I'm almost done. And I will give you the messages that I received for each one of your astrological signs for the coming month. And if you don't believe in any of it, just listen anyway. You might glean something. Nobody's forcing your arm. Okay, I will be back with my mascara on, and we'll get into the next part of this video. All right, let's move into the astrological signs and the intuitive hits that I received this morning. And I would like to mention that when I receive an intuitive hit, these are thoughts that come to me when I focus on whatever it is that I'm focusing on. So I didn't get this from anybody else. I didn't get these words from anybody else. Yeah. So let's begin. This is my paper. I told you that I started with Libra. Okay. So Libra. Libra is all about balance, but what's happening with you guys is that you are so worried, or trying to, is a better word, trying to maintain your balance and seeking it, that makes you off balance. It's kind of like the tightrope walker who's walking on the tightrope. If they are so concerned about what they're doing to maintain balance and not what they intuitively know they have to do as they're walking that tightrope from all of the experiences that they've had, they begin to lose their focus and they begin to get off balance. Right? So your message for this coming month is to flow a little more with what you already know and not to worry or not to seek maintaining that balance. You already are. So flow with that. And in October, you're going to feel lighter because of that. Sagittarius, you've had a go. You know, good old Sagittarius pulling, the arrow back and focusing on their target. Same sort of deal. Focusing on the target and not seeing the bigger picture. There is a bigger picture, but it might not be where you're focusing your arrow. So this requires some more introspection. Try not to be impulsive. And this coming October is going to be more of a month of peace, inner peace, resilience, and an inner perspective shift. So, whatever you're going through, Sagittarius, it is going to work its way out as you stop focusing so much on the bullseye and look more around you at what's going on. Leo, you're going from a season of holding back, partly because you've had to, didn't have a choice, partly because you tried to keep peace in your environment, partly because you needed to get your ducks in a row. But this coming October, Leo, you are going to be full steam ahead. You are going to life is going to speed up a little bit for you. Something you've been working on, something that has been a challenge in your own awareness, your own mental thoughts is going to break loose and gain a momentum. So hold on to your crowns, Leo. Capricorn, come out of your cave. Please come out of your cave. You've kind of been in a cave. You've kind of been in where you've been trying to figure out what it is you want to do, how you want to go about doing it. And my feeling is to come out of that and be a little bit more social. And what I mean by that is it can be physical. It can be, you're spending way too much time alone in your house. Or it can mean up here in all of your compartments. Kind of take a step out of that. And into October, you are going to see some changes. And it's only because you decided to make that step. It's only because you decided to branch out a little bit. Branch out. It's time. Gemini, you've been a bit wobbly lately. My sense is that you've been like the Weeble wobble. The Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. They go back and forth, but they don't totally tip over till somebody comes along and makes them. And even when they get a blow, they still boing back up. Well, you've been a bit weebly wobbly lately, but a significant invitation or challenge is coming your way. Now, it could be just, an invitation you weren't expecting. It could be a challenge, an opportunity for you. And this is going to bring you in alignment because Geminis are interesting. Gemini is an interesting astrological sign because they need to be needed. And if they aren't needed in the way that they think they should be needed, then they get a bit wibbly wobbly. But this is unexpected. This is not something that a Gemini is used to. So this is coming for you, and you will not be so wibbly wobbly when this reaches you in October. Don't pinpoint a date. Could be the end of October. Pisces, you've been running around like a chicken with your head cut off. Literally. All summer long. It hasn't mattered what kind of weather it's been. There's been something that has been grabbing your attention and moving you in this direction, then this direction, then this direction. But you're going to completely change course and go in that direction. So you're going to be moving more in a straight line come October. You're not going to be having to change current so much. You're going to be flowing with the current, moving with the current. And you really need it because you're exhausted. So things are going to be a little bit less chaotic in October for you, Pisces. And you need that rest. So take it. Taurus. Boy, Taurus, you have spent the summer being stuck in your own issues. I mean, literally stuck. A lot of these issues have been out of your control. And a lot of times Taurus, if Taurus dictates I'm immovable, that's one thing. But Taurus doesn't like to be told they're immovable. Taurus likes to call the shots, but some things have happened and you have had to be stuck in a spot that you haven't wanted to be stuck in. But good creative fluidity is coming in October. Creative fluidity. And what I mean by that is you're going to be able to call more of your own shots. You're going to come out of that stuck position. I don't know if it has to do with health. I don't know if it has to do with just, you needing to take that time, that rest time for your health, but you're moving out of that in October, and you're going to be happier. You're going to be happier that you can now call the shots. If you want to be stuck, you get to call it. If you want to move, you get to call it. Cancer, you are spinning the sands to create that next pearl. Yeah, you've been a clamshell. You definitely have been closed mouth. You've been wanting to say some things, but you've been choosing to keep your mouth shut. You've been spinning the sands. And because you've chosen to do that, you've created a pearl. And when the timing is right, you're going to be able to speak. But it's going to come out of your mouth like pearls. And a good creative venture opportunity is coming for you in October, Cancer. And you're going to be able to use your voice to speak those pearls that you've been spinning up here. So you've done good, Cancer. You've done good. And if you've been in that position because you haven't wanted to be, the spinning of the sands has created a good timing point for you to be able to speak your pearls and create the pearls. Okay? Aquarius. Aquarius, you've been realizing that you can't always have what you want when you want it. And, think about water, like, floods, like they're unstoppable. But somebody's been putting some dams up for you and you don't like it. And you're realizing you can't always have what you want when you want it. And that's just too bad. Because we all have to face that sometimes, Aquarians. But you are now, the end of September, moving into October, realizing this in your core being and accepting it. So we have a time coming for you that is going to be, instead of a flood, it's going to be more like a trickling stream. Very peaceful for you, Aquarius. And that realization is helping all of your relationships, by the way. So did I get everybody? If I forgot anybody, because like I said, I did this sitting down with my intuition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Who am I missing? I thought there were 10. Hold on, I'll be right back. Dang, I forgot Scorpio. I forgot Scorpio, and I don't know how I could forget that because my daughter's birthday is coming up. That's interesting. So I'm going to take that and use it intuitively. I'm going to use the fact that I forgot to write down, mention Scorpio, didn't come into my memory bank, as an intuitive hit for all you Scorpios. You've been feeling forgotten about. You've been feeling forgotten about. And when Scorpios feel forgotten about, Scorpios can get a little nasty. If you have any Scorpios in your life, aside from what I'm telling Scorpio right now, just understand that 9 times out of 10, it's not about you unless it's something about you that they need to tell you about. But you, my precious Scorpios, you are not forgotten about. You just feel that way. You feel that way. If you've done anything in the last month to maybe take your stinger out and sting somebody with, this would be a good time to make amends. But you're not forgotten about. You're very loved, Scorpios. You're very loved. Because the thing with a Scorpio is, if you want a good friend, pick a Scorpio, because they're not going to let anybody come say anything bad about you if they're your friend. Like, they're gonna sting that other person if they say something bad about you. But you have not been forgotten about, Scorpio. Coming into October, you may have to make amends with someone, or maybe you have forgotten about somebody. Maybe that's what it is. You have forgotten about somebody because you've been so busy. And, just think about that and see who comes to mind, and maybe pick up the phone or send them an email and let them know how much you care about them and you're thinking about them. And that's it. That's all it is. But you're going to have a busy fall, Scorpio. Just to let you know, you're going to have the end of October, beginning of November is going to be very busy for you. But you have not been forgotten. Okay, my friends, I think that's it. That's the end of this video today. Come back for another video. I believe I'm going to be doing a part 2 from the video that I did the other day, and I'm going to be re-reviewing some products this weekend. And so far, I love this Anita of Denmark Fantasia. It's only $14.99. It's not expensive. The color is gorgeous. Let me get in close. It has this beautiful sheen. It is dry. It's not sticky. I will be pairing this up with my Day Dew. And I'm also going to be using my Michillo brush with my Day Dew foundation. And I'm also going to be using my new Fit Me loose finishing powder. I like finishing powders. I don't feel like I need a setting powder. I feel like the finishing powder does the trick for me. Too much powder creates, everything to show. But yeah, check this out. If you can, I'm going to stick these two right here. And I will see you tomorrow morning with another video. Stay beautiful, my friends. Be well, be blessed, because you are. Because there is nobody else on the planet like you. Take care, my friends. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you are new here, please subscribe. Thank you so much for your support. And give me a thumbs up because it helps the algorithm. Comment in the comment section, whatever you feel like. That helps the algorithm. And until we meet again, you are in my heart and on my mind, in my prayers, daily. Take care. Bye-bye.